About 1,000 of municipalities in Poland signed up for a hard coal distribution scheme provided by the Ministry of State Assets. 1,200 municipalities more expressed their interest in delivery of the government subsidized fuel. Deputy Minister Karol Rabenda said that coal at collection points is secured for municipalities and the contracts will be signed by the end of the week. A total demand for hard coal is reaching approximately 1.5 million metric tons. Relatively mild fall reversed the situation with coal deliveries. In September, the volume was calculated for a cold winter. Therefore, now it seems there could be too much of the fuel imported. Mr. Rabenda was asked about the possible coal surpluses and whether the government will solve the problem for municipalities. He said that delivery schedules have been applied so that thousands of tons are not ordered at one time, but can arrive systematically. According to him, this will allow flexibility in adjusting the contracts that coal government have with importers. I think this is a viable safeguard at the operational level, so that such situations do not occur, Rabenda pointed out. The law on preferential purchase of solid fuel by households, municipalities, municipal companies, and municipal associations stipulates that they can buy coal from importers for no more than 1,500 Polish zlotys per metric ton, regardless of what the original price was. The municipality may sell the coal to residents at a price of no more than 2,000 per ton. Coal at a preferential price can be bought from the local government by those entitled to a coal allowance. The sellers of this coal are entitled to compensation, the maximum limit of which for 2023 will reach 4.9 billion zlotys. According to the decree to the law, those entitled to sell municipalities for preferential purchases are Polska Grupa Górnicza, PGE Paliwa, Węglokoks and Węglokoks Kraj, Tauron Wydobycie and Lubelski Węgiel Bogdanka. That's the Polish coal companies. According to Dziennik Gazeta Prawna, protection of vulnerable households and consumers from excessive natural gas prices is expected to cost from 20 to 40 billion zlotys in 2023. Paper states that the government does not want the cost to be borne solely by the state budget and is working to set up a mechanism to share the burden with gas producers. As the Daily has learned, several issues regarding the legislation freezing gas prices next year need to be resolved by this government. For now, the plan is to set a maximum price for a raw material consumption. According to the sources, the principle is to freeze the consumer expenses on natural gas. The maximum price will be set up, and if the Energy Regulatory Office approves a tariff higher than a maximum statutory price, the government will compensate the suppliers for the difference. Another obstacle is the European Union requirement to adopt again a 23% of VAT for natural gas and fuel. Last year, the VAT was lifted due to the energy crisis. Now, a 23% VAT rate will translate into the cost of the gas price and freeze solution. According to the DGP, the government estimates that the entire package will cost from 20 to 40 billion of Polish zlotys. The gas market is still unstable. We don't know what tariffs will be set for 2023. This is the competence of the Energy Regulatory Office president. We can only estimate the daily, quote, its informant. The draft to be adopted by the government is to a large extent in line with the assumptions of the Act on Special Solutions for the Protection of Customers of Gaseous Fuels in connection with the situation in the gas market, which has been in force since January. It extended protection to vulnerable customers, froze gas prices this year, and introduced the principle that gas sellers will be entitled to compensation for the difference between the actual purchase price of gas and the selling price according to the tariff.